You're not like anyone else. You find the way you are. Did you do this all yourself? A smile ignites the room. Sending us up to the time, you know it's Kartel, representing for Blessydgazadiva.
Hey peeps, it's your girl Blessydgazadiva and welcome back to the Blessydgazadiva channel and welcome to another video on what's happening around Jamaica. And you will see these videos only when Jamaica is in upheaval like it's happening now. I don't understand. Can somebody please tell me now down below in the comment section who is the Prime Minister of Jamaica? People are afraid to talk. Nobody can come and look for me under my bed. Nobody can come and take me out of my roof. I just want to know who is the Prime Minister of Jamaica.
A rifle boy, my beacon.
Now, over the weekend, more than 30 odd people have met their demise. More than 30 odd people have met their demise at the hands of whatever it is, whether it is in Clarendon, whether it's in Trelawney, whether it is in Downtown Kingston, whether it is in Mandeville, whether it is in the rural or the Kingston area. A lot of people have met their demise. So I just saw this a while ago on Nationwide News, and it's really concerning. Communications manager at the JUTC, Cecil Thoms, has confirmed the state-owned bus company is sending additional buses to Downtown Kingston. This after receiving of reports that businesses and shoppers have been told by gangsters to leave the area. Wanna hear that? Apparently, wanna never hear it, so me I gotta read it again because all right now, me read it and it still no sound credible to me. It says that communications manager at the Jamaica Urban Transit Company, JUTC, Cecil Thoms, has confirmed the state-owned bus company is sending additional buses to Downtown Kingston. He says 7 to 10% of the company's fleet is being sent to the area. Why? According to Mr. Thomas, the company took the decision after receiving reports that businesses and shoppers have been told by gangsters to leave the area. This development comes a day after a reputed ex-lieutenant of former West Kingston Don, Christopher Dudus Coke, was gunned down over the weekend. Dead is 51-year-old Harry McLeod, otherwise called Harry Dog. Now, I saw it yesterday, and as I said, the reason why I covered that news on the Lady in the Church is because it really touched me, and you know, it's something personal. I'm not going to get into it. I saw the Harry Dog thing and I'm like, okay, another one of them and them in them whatever. Now this has touched me again because the government of Jamaica, I am trying to understand, what is dancehall responsible for what is happening downtown right now? Is dancehall responsible for what is happening with the JUTC buses being deployed in droves because people can't go to their home, people can't traverse clearly, people can't walk freely, people can't shop freely, and people can't enjoy their regular day freely? The year has just started. We have gone through so many things, so much things we have endured since the last year. We have endured nightmares, staying in our home, dreaming and looking at the ceiling to ourselves, talking to people every day about the same thing, seeing the same face over and over again. So you had to endure and go through that for 1 year. So you know, so the place boring. Now, when it looks as if some level of normalcy was going to be restored with the Rona passing and everything forwarding out and people getting back to their normal day-to-day living, all of a sudden you hear this. Now, Rona hasn't done half of the damage that people thought that it was going to do when it was originally said it was going to take over our land last year. Now, when you look at crime and violence has done way more damage than what that Rona could ever do. And the government, the only thing the government has come out and said is two things that pissing me off. And I'm going to talk about this and I'm going to beat it until it is beaten no more, because apparently people are afraid to address it and afraid to talk about it. And of course, the people in the upper echelon who are associated with the government are coming to talk about dancehall being responsible. I'm talking people like Sean Paul now because he's not making any sense. Dancehall is not responsible for the deprivation of what is happening in this country. The government has said two things, as I said, so let me go back to them. The first one, he is calling on the church for help. The church themselves need help, Mr. Government, because the church is a part of society, a part of the society that the Ministry of Security ought to be protecting. Yesterday is a classic example that the church can't help you. Yesterday is a classic example that the church needs protection as well. This is far greater than just spiritual or religious leaders getting involved and helping you. The country is under siege and it needs greater focus and intensity from all angles. Second thing you said, Mr. Prime Minister, that is really pissing me off and kind of throwing me off. And I'm trying to make sense of what you're saying. You said that dancehall is responsible for the state of affairs in our country. Look what has happened over the weekend. My personal opinion is that a prime minister who is large and in charge, who said that we could sleep with our doors open, would have taken the mic, the podium, and spoken about this by now. Now, all the dancehall artists who supported you and supported the whole stupid campaign back in whenever it happened, because I can't even recall, they are not talking either, but yet still you're blaming the genre that they're a part of. Now, you want the state, as I said, you want the state to be assisted by the church. That's not going to happen. That is your responsibility, Mr. Prime Minister. And the second thing you requested, or you're doing, you're casting blame or using dancehall as a scapegoat to mask over what you're not doing. I want to know who is the Prime Minister of Jamaica. What is the Prime Minister of Jamaica's mandate? Even the opposition leader. And trust me, none of you no make one. The two are the same sad story at play. You don't have the country's best interest at heart. Neither of you. But at least you have to give Caesar what is due unto Caesar. The opposition leader has taken to the podium, has taken the mic, and has written about your non-interaction with society. Look what is happening. Watch this video now and tell me if this looks sensible to be happening in our society where we are supposed to be just under new government or a new term by government, and this is happening in the country and the government has not taken to the mic.
Yo,
now that you've seen this video, you have heard what the JUTC has said. So clearly the JUTC is run and operated by the government. If the JUTC has been given that mandate by the gangsters saying that people need to leave and they need to vacate or eradicate the area, or they need to scamper away from the area, it simply means that the government-owned JUTC is aware, so our Prime Minister is aware as well. The Ministry of Security is doing nothing for the country. The government is saying nothing to the people. As far as I'm concerned right now, there is anarchy happening in this place, and there is no sense of calmness coming anytime soon. There is no sense of direction in this place. There is no sense of feeling like you're a part of a holistic country that has a plan to tackle anything. Years ago, they blamed Vybzkartel for this. Vybzkartel has been incarcerated for 10 years now, and the crime has been the worst it's ever been in Jamaica. The worst it has ever been. And I am so glad. It's the first time I'm going to say I'm glad Vybzkartel is incarcerated, because had he not been incarcerated, then he would have been held culpable and responsible again for what is happening in our society this very moment. This is sad. This is bad. We have a prime minister who claims to be young and youthful. What do you think you were going to come into office and do? Have a nice time, have a dandy time, play dandy shandy, skipping rope and just ease yourself? No, the place has always been under this level of siege. It's just that this didn't just happen overnight. The country you were a part that from you were younger. You know what the beast existed before. It's just reared its ugly head and you are not doing anything about it, and it's pathetic and it's sad, and the government of this country really needs to do something. And this is why I never dip my finger in ink, never have and never will, because uno no give a about none of we. It is a fact. May I tell you, may I ask you, uno no care about we. Anyway, tell me your thoughts now down below in the comment section. Why do you think the government has not spoken to the country? Why do you think the government has not addressed the situation with what is happening with over 30 persons meeting their demise over the weekend? Tell me your thoughts now down below in the comment section. Let me know if you're irate as I am. Let me know your 2 cents, your thoughts on the matter, because it is not sitting well with me. And we'll have a discussion as per usual. If you've not yet subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscription bell for all notifications. And if you've not yet smashed the like button on this video, smash the like button. As you watch this video, smash the like button and send this out. I'm out.